Good evening, everyone. You're watching the Cricket Fat on the YouTube channel, and welcome to us as well. We got the number of cricket matches that have been played today. Yes, the first one was the IPL. I mean, there were two matches. We're going to be talking about one, which was the recent one. That's between LSG and RR. LSG, we're going to be talking about that one, but that's to the end of the one, which we will put in the part of the video. That would be the PSL match. And that'll be PZ versus Milton Sultans. That was a bit of a comedy, honestly, but we'll talk about that. But first one is LSG. Oh my days, what a match! What a match! It was quite it's like both ways. It kind of could have gone both ways. They had it at 80 on the board. That was, to some extent, it was below the par, I would say. To the efforts have been made, but honestly, it was somehow below the par, the score they have scored, and that's how they struggled to hit. But that match was neck to neck, absolutely went to the wire. It's been a bit of unlucky, I would say, but LSG nicked it with 2 runs, and that's a win is a win, regardless how you take it. So it was really nice. Number of points in that one, but moving to the PSL, the Babar Azam. They batted. Obviously, both of the openers went really cheaply, I would say. 5 off, and then the one was under 2 or 3 runs for Simon Ayub. Did very well. Tom Kohler-Cattermore batted really well. Down the order is O. Mitchell and Abdul Samad. They batted really well, actually. Down the order, give PZ as a very giant total of 227. That was pretty unexpected. That was pretty much unexpected when you're both of the openers, they just out under 6 runs. So that was really great effort. Individual efforts, I would say, when it comes to the batting, because it was quite obvious. And on the same time, there was a bit of luck involved in that. The catches have been dropped. As we all know, the fielding standards are below par on this throughout so far in this PSL. Then comes to the batting of Milton Sultans. I can't believe it. There's a headless captaincy has been done by Rizwan. He's there just like, oh, I'll win. There's no method to it. There's no strategy to it. There's no thinking. I don't understand what the think tank is doing. They ain't got no plans. There was a time when I thought that the PZ might gonna end up around 185. I would say a thank you to the bowling and the headless captaincy of Rizwan that basically turned this match to 227. Massive total for them. It started off kind of slow. I mean, I would say obviously it was a cautious and a slow start. More of the panic mode, which they're trying to hide it, I would say, but it was quite still visible, and that they were in panic. Beside this, the captain should have played a proper knock. Unfortunately, he couldn't. He can't play in all matches. I agree to some extent, but when it's the crucial stages, you need to make. Otherwise, you're going to let the team down. There's no spirit. There was shoulders down, honestly, the moment they started off. Because then, 227 on the ball, we can't do it in 50 overs. How are we going to do it in 20? So if you got this kind of a mentality there within the team, then there are chances that you won't be able to make it. And it just proved it. It was quite evident from the beginning. Later down the order, Abdul Samad charged it. It was a bit lucky. One of the catches has been dropped, but Mitchell's own catch has been dropped, I think, as well. But it was a bit lucky, and then he took a charge. He charged it and make a good cameo. And also with the lower order, Mr. Owen. In my opinion, honestly, the way they started off, it was quite bizarre. Babar Azam. He should have. Now is the time he should be in the runs. Now he can't say, oh, hang on a sec. I would say the pitch wasn't friendly enough. The conditions were not really supporting. The crowd was not there, mate. Everything has been provided in a plate. All you have to do is to eat it with no digestion issues. Unfortunately, you're not going to the digestion issues yet, but you're unable to eat it. You can't finish the playoff. So if you're unable to do it, And in providing these circumstances, the boundaries are shorter enough. All you have to do is use the pace of the bowler, hit them in the right areas, and that's it. Unfortunately, you're unable to. I mean, been for about 4 or 5 matches now. Forget about the captaincy at the moment, because the batsman scored the runs, and that's why it was the scoreboard pressure that basically let Multan Sultans completely burst in that game, and that's the thing. But when it comes to the captaincy, I doubt with both of the captains at the moment, Babar Azam is not playing up to his standards. Mo Rizwan, it's kind of Mohammed Rizwan is basically. I don't know. He's dreaming. He's on some. What kind of a tots he got? I don't understand how he's managing the team. The team shouldn't score more than 180 odd. He let them score 227. Okay, they're dropping the catches. That's fine. What about your batting, mate? Are you scoring runs? The last match you got out under 20 and the 30 runs when the team needed some runs from you. You haven't scored those runs. If you're not scoring those runs, you can't hey, they are not scoring. And then when the best press conference or the post-match ceremony comes in, it's like, yeah, we perform, we're trying our best. That's all we can do. You're not trying your best. That's the issue. When you say you're trying your best, why it's not evident? Why the fans can't see it? So if you say we're trying our best and things are not going our way, heck, hang on a sec, if they are not going on way, you better step down, or at least show that you are trying in real. You're not actually. It was absolutely funny performance so far by Multan Sultans, and they were one of the most consistent side of the PSL. Like Islamabad United, they are consistent. They were one of the heaviest side on the in this PSL as well on paper. And fortunately, they're performing it well. They are living to the standards. You can say they chase the big total. They score big runs. The top order, someone is performing. Sometimes Conway. It was a guy called Sam Zadafaran. He's performing as well. Conway is performing as well. Shadab is performing as well. Azam is doing a cameo on and off. They just carry on. They're performing. I can't understand, and I'm not going to say I'm not a big fan of the captaincy done by Shadab at the moment, but it is working for them, so all good. Mohammed Rizwan needs to use a little bit of his head. If he's unable to if he's unable to get the troops marching, then he needs to step down and ask someone else to take over the charge. And on the other hand, it's one of the team's captain is Hassan Ali. That is a bit of a joke, honestly. I don't understand. And look, even in Islamabad United, Imad Wasim is performing. He is performing. So you can't just say, you know what, and the other teams is Mohammed Amir is performing really, really well. But David Warner and James Wentz, like he performed quite well on that match as well. So someone needs to, the internationals and players are performing quite well apart from the local ones. And I saw his brother, Naseem Shah's brother, Mr. Shah, was bowling clueless. He just got a ball, just running down the track and just delivering the deliveries as a bowling machine. Absolutely clueless bowling. So 2 balls, he'd been hit for a boundary. Third one, he bowled nice. Fourth, fifth, again for the boundary. So, they might have skills. I still have a doubt on it, but I'm not really sure of that, I would say. But they need to use some kind of a strategy. The coaches need to tell them where to bowl if the players ain't got no a thinking capacity, and that's a bit of a shame, honestly. Well, there's another one of the match we're going to be talking about is the which had in the morning, and that was West Indian women versus Thailand women. It was a one-way traffic as it was banned before it started off. But I must say, Thailand women, they did their best. They literally came out of their shell. They performed really well. considering the circumstances and the resources have been provided or been given to them. West Indian women, we all know that they're going to come hard, and they won it. They finished off the match in less than 12 overs, under the 68 all. Like, they were just on a blast. And yeah, it was a really good performance by the West Indian women, as considering the fact in the previous matches when they were basically heavily relying on their captain, Stephanie Tyler, and Haley as well. So I would say they perform really well, and they are somehow finding their mojo back. And it might be a case they will do quite well in the other matches as well. The other one was Bangladesh women versus Pakistan women, and it was bound to be a tough one. Unfortunately, Bangladesh's women gave up in the middle, and the Pakistani women won the match quite easily, I would say, really. Like, they didn't have to come up with any kind of a plan or anything. On that one, it was like walking in the park, basically, for them. So, yeah, I would say heads off to the Pakistani women on that one. It's a bit of a shame for the Bangladeshi women. They started their journey with a 3-0, 3 runs in a row, and that was really good. But the last one, they had been battered by, I think, the Westindies women, and then the Pakistani women this time. So yeah, it was a good start from them, but they need to maintain the tempo. And unfortunately, if the momentum is not with them, then that will be the case. The same in the case with Mo Rizwan, when he used to talk about the momentum and the skills, they need to be with us. They are with us, and the players are with us. Well, I'm going to say, mate, that's regardless of the players and tempo. What about the momentum? You need to bring the momentum back, and if you're unable to, then you wouldn't be. I mean, in either case, you need to step down, or else you need to perform well. You need to show that, okay, as a captain, as a leader from the front, I'm performing. But the scores you're scoring at the moment, with the amount of deliveries you're facing, headless, absolutely clueless. It's not like you're thinking like, oh, unfortunately he couldn't, he's trying. It shows that you're not capable enough to do it, and that's a bit alarming on this kind of a level. PSL ain't got. I mean, you can't compare it with the IPL, obviously. Even the Sam Billing said the same thing. When the reporter asked him that, would you think the PSL and IPL, which one is the better one? And he said, "You want me to say something silly?" So everyone knows. I mean, IPL, they're the one who basically, they're really competitive brand of cricket. With LSG, I must say they were a bit lucky today. They won with 2 runs at the minus of the minimum of the margins, right? But they performed really well on that. They're good in the point tables as well. DC good on the point table as well. Delhi Capitals really good on the point table. Today is the guy called Ayush Tush, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong. This guy got talent, honestly. The way he started charging the bowlers, brutal, absolutely brutal. And yeah, the crowd loving it. He played fearless. And the moment then he started thinking that maybe I'm gonna be, tee off this bowler and take a charge on the other one, he lost his mojo and he got out. But to me, he's very brave. He got courage, and the way he started charging the batsmen and the bowlers, and in one of the matches, if you remember, it was absolutely a no-no for Delhi Capitals. But this guy made them win. It's like a one-man army on that one, and it was unbelievable. One of the finest matches of IPL, and he was the main hero of that, I would say. And yeah, he was actually. He made really good runs, which was a needed one. So he performed really well, and I will say, I think we will evident his more performance in the future in the cycle which is running now. With the Pat Cummins, a little bit of, don't want to be harsh on him, but Pat Cummins last night, the team got no clue what they're doing. And there's one player I want to mention here. If that player, let's say, if you're going to be playing about 17 and 18 matches, and you're an international player, and you will only do one or two good innings in that, I'm so sorry, that's a waste of money. Glenn Maxwell, he's not living up to his name. In the last IPL, okay, on and off in patches. I don't know what he's doing this year. And this season of IPL, he's not performing nothing. He's supposed to, there were a number of crunch situations where he could be the hero. Unfortunately, on one occasion he tried to be play a little sensible, defensive. He got unlucky. He got out on that one. But what about the rest of the matches? Where I can see his big numbers in those matches? No, it's not the case. So Maxwell needs to really give it a thing, like Butler did. It's all quite evident. The Butler is in the last season, when obviously the trading has been done and he's been left for the new team. But this season, look in international T20I side, he was not performing because of the place, because of the number he was coming to bat on. But this IPL, all this elite cricket, I do understand, but it's very competitive. You can see the way he's performing, absolutely fearless cricket he's playing with confidence. He got his shots, he's hitting the ball hard, throwing into the park, throwing into the stands, and with some pure, I would say, method. You can see sometimes it's a madness, but that's the madness with the method at the moment. So he's doing really great. So Maxwell, I mean, he needs to come up with some kind of a plan, some kind of a tactics, or if he's shy of some practice, he needs to do some practice, mate. You can't just simply go and say, oh, I'm going to start from the third ball first. Okay, you certainly can if you can do this. We used to do that in the past, but not this IPL anymore, I'm afraid. See, you need to change the tactics, or you've been too exposed by the analyst teams of the opposition, that they already had a good homework on you, and they just get you out like a snatch of a finger within jiffies. So Glenn Maxwell, you need to, because it would be quite shame. It would be really shameful for the team and management, and for himself as well, if he's been dropped down from the team. He's been asked to step down from the team. It won't be nice, because he's been the PBK's member, the team player, for God knows for how long. I'm not saying he never win matches or won matches in the past for PBKs, but that's done and dusted. Now it's a new season. What are you doing? You're not bringing anything on the table for the team. And if you're not bringing anything on the table for the team on the top, you might be taking wickets and patches, but this is not your role. Your role is to hit the ball hard, score some runs, at least give us 40, 50, 60 with some striking strike rate. And unfortunately, you're unable to. So it's been a complete off season for Maxwell, I would say, in this one. On the other side, it was Stonis, Marcus Stonis. I was thinking that this season he would be off colour. No. On that one of the innings, I saw the 4 sixes or 3 sixes in a row, the very last over. Mind blowing. The team won it. That's how individual performances needed from these big names, big players. The IPL spent a lot of money. The teams have bought them with a lot of money on, so they need to perform. They're coming back to one of the leagues which has been going on in the Europe at the moment is ECN T10. Today there was like a different kind of cricket. The T10 cricket has been played. It's between France and Sweden. A few matches have been played. France, I think, lost the first one to Sweden, and then after that they're scoring good runs due to lack of runs actually. So they actually doing a kind of an effort at the moment, considering the weather, resources, I would say, availability of the players, copyright, and the media rights, and the places the venues they'll be playing. So hats off to the ECN team, ECN T10 team, that they're doing a really good job at the moment. And I must say, The few of the, I think they're part of the management as well, Rico and the other one. They're doing a great job, honestly. Considering, as I said, the resources and the circumstances and the weather and also the playing conditions and the availability of the players as well. So yeah, they're doing a good job. The number of matches have been, the number of I would say tournaments and the matches are there in the future to play. They might be going down to. They've been in Italy. I think Bologna was yesterday, but day before yesterday. But they might be going down to different countries, including I think Germany as well, and UK as well. This summer, and also, if I'm not wrong, Finland as well. With the Luxembourg, I'm not sure about Finland as well. I think, and Czech Republic. Yeah, they will be going down there. So yeah, it's a really good job being done by these the management of the ECN, and hats off to them, and wish them all the best for the future as well. They keep bringing us the entertainment, keep bringing us more cricket in the shortest format of the cricket. I think USA there might be a league will be started, their local T20 cricket league in USA shortly. St. Lucia's also having their own cricket league at the moment, T20 cricket. The first couple of matches were quite good enough. After that, it was just like typical, West Indian kind of cricket, where you cannot expect more than 150, 160 runs, and the other team will come to bat to chase the total down, and they will be absolutely flat by the opposition. It similar goes to in the case of PSL at the moment. Apart from the first chase that's been done by KK, and that was a chase more than 200 runs. Apart from that, that's all one-way traffic. If the first, I would say, the team score 190 plus. 195 plus, like let's say 200, they reach 200 more. The other team come down, got themselves out 140, 120, 130, typical score, and then just simply leave the ground and says, oh yeah, the next one we'll try our best to improve and learn from our mistakes. How long are you going to keep repeating the same stuff over and over, mate? You're not learning from your mistakes, are you? So in that case, as I said, the PSL, the brand of cricket they're trying to show, they need to ensure that it's somehow competing to the international standards, international level. If they're not, unfortunately, it will remain the cricket with the local talent will be playing with I'm not going to say expired cricketers, but those who are retired ones, right? And I'm just talking about retired ones, not the retired ones, obviously. So if they're retired and the local new fresh talent is playing with them, they're not going to be polished. They're not going to be polished because they're retired from the current circuit. If they retire from the international circuit now, that means they were not good enough. That's the case, isn't it? So if they're not good enough to play cricket in the international circuit, so what PSL are trying to do? They bring the local talent to play with them to get themselves a little bit of know-how at the international level and get themselves polished. That's not going to happen. And it's quite evident. You can say the local talent which has been coming out at the moment, they call it local young talent. I really doubt that. It's not, well, including a player age over 38, Saif Frady, calling him a young talent. He's not a youngster, mate. He's too old, but he performed in one of the matches. Okay. The other guy was Tariq. Look at his action. It's quite evident that's a legal action. That's not, ICC will never ever pass it. And he's been keep playing in the local domestic circuit for about 3, 4, 5 years. With number of cups and all these local leagues. What happened to him? This is a wasted opportunity. There could be another lad could have come down into the team and started playing for their team. But in that case, it didn't happen because they kept playing him in the team with the illegal action. And unfortunately, he didn't even realise himself that maybe I need to improve something if I've been that lucky, right? So I can at least improve my bowling action. Until unless it's been reported. And now it's been reported, he's off. He's off the screen. So, okay, the management is not realising it. The team who actually brought you in, they didn't realise it. You got eyes. You can realise it yourself, won't you? But you didn't actually. Because you took it for granted. So do you know what I'm trying to say? They need to work on themselves too. The other news which I've gone through with that was the Bangladesh Cricket Board that they made some kind of I think anti-corruption raid has been done. It was quite I'm not really sure because I haven't gone into the details yet, but there were matches, the last year and year before the last one, that where you can say that there were times there were little dodgy matches. You know, as the batsman's trying to hit the shot or hit the ball, you can't simply just start him hopping off and shimming down the track, and the bowlers didn't even throw the ball yet, didn't even deliver the ball yet. Do you know what I mean? The catches with the absolutely dolly, that's been dropped. Not once, quite a few times in one match. And they call it, oh, he's having a day. Oh, is he really having a day? So, due to some external pressure, the anti-corruption raid has been done in the BCP, which is a bit of a shame. And it's not the very first time anyway. It's been done in the past as well. And number of players have been banned, like I think it was Khalid Latif that's been banned. Some of the Bangladeshi players, international players, have been banned as well because of that, corruption that's been involved in the board, and they've been warned quite a number of times by ICC, and that's why if you say all of the, I would say, rejected kind of international talent goes to be Bangladesh Cricket League, Bangladesh Premier League, sorry. And they play there because there's no quality and no check and balance in a way. And this is why I think this is 5th or 6th time it happened. The Bangladesh Cricket Board gone through under scrutiny, and the anti-corruption raid has been done against them. So yeah, well, I hope, fingers crossed, there won't be anything which comes and which will be quite disturbing. But why always them? It is what it is. So coming back to the IPL at the moment, there will be 2 matches we'll be playing down tomorrow. Tomorrow, one will be in the afternoon, one will be in the evening. I'm quite sure there will be the crackers of the game as well. In PSL, there will be only one match will be played tomorrow as well. Again, it might be the same story. They haven't had the lowest total, the low scoring thriller yet. So I'm expecting a low scoring thriller from them tomorrow. And if that will be a low scoring thriller, then I would say the team which is going to be chasing the total, they're not going to make it up. That's my intuition. That's the gut feeling. Apart from the technical side, Babar Azam and Rizwan, they need to perform. Even the Haider Ali, he's performing. And the other players, like, as I say, David Warner, he's performing. At this age, when he's been retired, he's not been picked up by IPL. The reason why he's not been picked up is not because, he's been involved in some dodgy things. No, not at all. He's a clean player. Now at least he's been clean player after that, controversy back in the days in the Test match when Stephen Smith and David Warner and one of the other guys have been caught in, the captaincy issue. But anyways, now he's been given a clean paper. He's like, yeah, you're clean, mate, Mr. Clean. He performed in PSL and he was not even picked by IPL. So imagine, can you see the difference? It's unbelievable. The brand of cricket, what PSL is displaying at the moment, is unbelievable. As soon as the score goes over 200 or 195 plus, it's 90% of the same result we'd all expected. That the team will be absolutely in tatters. That they're not going to win. They're not going to win. The opposition not going to win them. The team is basically chasing it down. They won't be able to. It's not because all of a sudden the pitch got changed or the conditions been changed. It's because of the mentality. The players are not strong enough to cope up with the scoreboard pressure. And if they're unable to take the scoreboard pressure, they won't be able to perform, and they won't be able to perform the spectators. They're not going to fall in big numbers into the crowd, into the stadiums, into the grounds to see and watch you. So the whole purpose of creating a league is in danger now. The board created a league to provide the entertainment and to get some funds for themselves. And unfortunately, if the players are performing to this kind of a standard, they're not going to make money out of it. And they're not going to make money out of it, the whole thing basically makes no sense. It's a complete time waste for the board. And obviously for the fans, because they decided not to show up in big numbers. Okay, there you go. You're not making that much money. Considering the fact, comparing even with Big Bash League in Australia, they perform. I'm not a big fan of the Australian pitches. The pitches they use in Big Bash League in BBL, but still there is a competition from both ends, from both sides. They were good. I would say good high-scoring matches there. There were good low-scoring thrillers there. But both of the teams, they perform their best. They do their best in order to make sure they are living up to their names and also coming up to the expectations of the spectators. In terms of the CPL, the Caribbean Premier League, I must say, some of the matches, again, some of the matches were dodgy. But coming back to the PSL, is one of the guy called Sam Ayub. He performed in patches. Today it wasn't his day. Babar Azam, again, it wasn't his day. There's the guy Abdul Samad, who performed in cameo. He did a good cameo, I must say. He's been quite lucky. Even the Owen, he's been quite lucky as well. But he performed and he scored runs. Tom Keller cut more. Beauty. It was beauty to watch him. Like, the strokes were not elegant, but it was full of, power, full of excitement, and he was there to produce that kind of a show to the fans and to the spectators and to the team that, hey guys, we are playing T20 cricket. We are playing a brand of a cricket. And he did that to his standards. So hats off to him for this effort today. And beside this, the wicket takers in PSL, Abra is again, he's a street smart guy. He's taking wickets on these pitches. He's to me the T20 bowler. He's a good T20, decent T20 bowler. And when it comes to ODIs and even tests, I reserve my rights to say he's not that decent when it comes to the one days. And for me, he's not even a test match bowler. But yeah, in this season, PSL, he's doing really good in this one. The other ones, I would say, I feel a bit sorry for Pat Cummins. He's trying to do, he every time he bring himself to the attack bowling to take wickets, he done that. But the things are not clicking at the moment. They need to score runs. They literally, the way they've been battered, they need to be batting as well at the same time. Do you know what I mean? If they're not scoring runs and they're not putting runs on the board, they can now expect their bowlers to save them or to give them a face saving. They can't. Although they did a really good job in the last one, but again, there were no runs on the board. And if there are no runs on the board, you cannot defend them. So he needs to think of. They need to use the substitute player. The passer needs to use it very, I would say, in a way that it will have an impact on the match positively for their own team, not for the opposition. So they need to use it. Like today, they used the impact player pass up. Unfortunately, he just got out on the very first delivery, reproach, and the other game they used another power player. I think it was a South African or New Zealand player. He got out on the second or the third delivery without scoring any run. So the teams are somehow using it, the substitute players, but they need to come up with some good kind of strategy to it. But yeah, there are a number of matches have been going around the club at the moment. A number of leagues have been going around. There's a T20, a T10. Is it T10? T10, another T10 league is going around the globe at the moment. But yeah, it's like just kind of substandard kind of a league. So yeah, and the thing I'm going to say, in England, we are having the 4 days at the moment. The number of counties have been playing at these days, and it's been, apart from the weather, it's not been a constraint. But beside this, is a good cricket has been playing around. I will come back to you guys with the stats and the analysis for that with those ones, even for the Northampton one and also from Essex. Tomorrow we got about 2 in IPL and 1 in PSL. There are 3 matches there, so it will be a good day, good cricket day, I would say. If you're having a day off, of course, most of us on Sunday, so they'll be having a good time on the screens. So gelled up to the screens, mate. Don't leave it. Glued it up. And at the same time, they'll be having other cricket as well. I think ECN will be playing a few of the matches for the T10 Cricket, so we'll be watching that. But like I said, the point, the matter of fact, I would say, the point is that Rizwan and Babar Azam, they both are the captains of their sides. They need to perform well. If they want their sides to be on the winning side. Today it was between Babar Azam and Rizwan's. Someone has to win. Babar Azam just got lucky. The team actually got lucky, not himself, because he didn't score no runs. Unfortunately, he's been dropping dollies into the game. I remember it was he was on the boundary line and just had to just simply take it and close it. It was that simple. Absolutely dollies. He was dropping it. I don't understand. It's kind of a pressure or something. Someone needs to take some burden or pressure off from him. If he give up his captaincy, I mean, it's not too early now. It's been literally, we have quite a few matches now already, so we all can say. I mean, if he is that kind of a player, that class of a player he got, that he can also consider himself like, okay, it's time for me to even step down from the captaincy and enjoy my own cricket. Do you know what I mean? So no stress, and it'll be more better for him to perform on that level. But like I said, it's if you cannot say or justify that Hassan Ali is one of the captain of the team, so Babar's got all the rights to be. And Rizwan, he needs to come up. He needs to be in the runs. He literally needs to be in the runs, and he shouldn't give up when it comes to when you see the total. Oh, it's crossed 190. We can't score it. No, you need to, mate. If you can't, you need to step down, because technically, when I saw you today, you was all around the park. You don't know what to do. There was no method. I mean, I can see the madness was there, but there was no method to madness as well. So you were just there. Okay, I'm just gonna start hitting. It might gonna connect and it might go. It not. So cricket is not by chance. You need to come up with strategy these days, and obviously skills matters. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be using it, and in a few upcoming matches they will be performing well. As far as the Shaheen Shah is concerned, yeah. In patches again, he's performing the way he's celebrating at the moment of taking wickets. It's like he's knocking down Virat Kohli or Brian Lara or Ricky Ponting. I can say Mitchell Marsh. Mitchell Marsh was quite unlucky today. It was due actually. It was really due because he was performing really well, and when you do have a bad day anyway. So no hard feelings for him. He's a gem of a player. He's a really good player, and I'm pretty sure he's having it. It was due, that bad performance from him as well. It was one off. It was due actually. So no hard feelings. I'm pretty sure in the next matches he will perform to his standards, and in the end. He's the opener. It's Aussie guy is the opener for one of the IPL teams, so he will definitely do good in the upcoming matches. So that's it for now. I would say the number of matches I'll try to cover as much as I can. So if you've got any comments or feedback, just leave it in the comment box or in the inbox, and I'll get back to you. And just try to share or subscribe as well if you want. If you think the content is good. And you can share it with the more fans of the cricket lovers then. So have a good one and have a good weekend too, and bye for now. It's out. Cheers.